Transitioning to online classes, the pros and the cons. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole and this week's video is going to be all about my transition to online classes. As most of you, I'm sure, know by now, I am legally blind and I do not read print. I read Braille and I use audio. With that being said, transitioning to online classes has been interesting. I've been taking online classes for the past, I'd say 3 years, at least one class a semester. I have a scribe and a tutor whenever I do take online classes. Now I am completely online. Thankfully, I do have a scribe / tutor for all of my classes, but it's still so different from when I was meeting with them in person, because in the past, all of my online classes that I've taken, I still met with my scribes in person. It's not the same meeting your scribes over the phone as it is meeting them in person. I don't really know exactly what it is. Maybe for me it's the focusing, like it just feels like I'm talking to a friend on the phone and I don't associate it with being professional and handling business and getting work done. And I think for me that's a super extreme challenge. One challenge that I did face with this whole online thing is I can't view PowerPoints, and maybe I'm just not super tech savvy, but I don't know how to view PowerPoints with JAWS for some reason, which is my screen reader, by the way, for those of you that don't know. And I don't know why, but when I do try to read PowerPoints, it reads the entire slide at once. I can't view one word at a time, and it's just complicated. So if anyone knows how to use PowerPoint, please teach me. I really need it. It would be so helpful. Also, certain PDF files don't work. Like if they're not tagged, they don't work. If there's graphics or images, they don't work. Sometimes there's like words missing or parts of words missing. Sometimes there's words combined and then I have to figure out what it's saying, and it's just so complicated. And then on top of that, every professor is posting audio files in different formats and different folders and different platforms, and I just have to figure out how to use every single one. It's been a learning process. Thankfully, all of my professors are truly amazing. I can't even explain to you in words how amazing my professors are and how fortunate I am to have the professors that I do have, because I know that if I had professors that were not as willing to work with me and they weren't as helpful, then I would probably be freaking out right now, and I'm not. I was so terrified initially when I found out that classes were going online, because I knew my professors were amazing, but I just feared, like, okay, I'm gonna ask them for help and they're gonna be like, oh my god, she's annoying, like this is a transition for us as well, and they're probably frustrated and stressed, and I didn't want to add extra stress to their schedules and their plates, and I didn't want to make life complicated for them, because I know right now it's tough for everyone. It's tough for us students, but we have to keep in mind that it's also tough for the educators, because they're not used to this either. None of us are used to this. No one was expecting something crazy like this. So we have to keep in mind that, yeah, it is challenging for us, but it's also challenging for them. So what I did is I emailed my professors and I let them know exactly what's working, what's not working, and thankfully my professors were willing to make accommodations and work with me, which, I mean, technically they have to because it's illegal if they don't. And then on top of that, the Student Disability Services staff, they are truly amazing at my school, and they also reached out to me multiple times in separate emails, and they let me know, like, all right, we're here for you, let us know what you need, we'll contact your professors and schedule things, we'll help you. And I really appreciate that. That means so much, and every university, college should definitely do that with their students, because if you don't have that personal relationship with your students, then it's not going to be the same. I know that a lot of students with disabilities are afraid to reach out, and I am super big on advocating for myself, and I'm super big on advocating for other people with disabilities, and I still had anxiety about reaching out to my professors, asking them for help, because I didn't want to add extra stress to their plates. And so I can only imagine the students that do not have that voice, that are scared and that don't want to be a burden, they're not going to reach out. So going along with that, it is super important as a professor and an educator and a teacher to please reach out to your students. If you know that they require accommodations, please ask them. Email them, find a way to contact them, contact the disability services staff, and have them email the student and ask them what they need, what will help them, what can you do to make their experience and transition better and easier, and work together. Don't be afraid to reach out as a professor, because there are students out there that are not going to speak up. So recently my Apex Braille note, which is my Braille device, broke, and it happened at the worst possible time ever, because that's what I used to depend on for school. And then one day I was just in class and it stopped working completely. So I had to not only learn how to transition online, but completely transition onto my laptop and my phone. So I've been listening to my lectures on my phone and taking notes on my computer, because in the past I would listen to stuff on my computer and I would take notes on my Braille note, but I can't do that anymore, so that sucks, but it's fine. It's actually been a great way for me to not check my phone while I'm listening to lectures. And then I also, like I said, I have my scribes who are scribing my notes for me, so whatever I can't read that the professors post, then my scribes will type that out for me and then email it to me and I read it. And then on top of that, I just try to read whatever I possibly can. And it seems to be working, and I only have 3 more weeks of the semester, so we're gonna knock this out. I just want to say your mental health, definitely with this whole online transition thing, is very, very, very important. For me, I am a very motivated person, and even with being as motivated and determined and being an overachiever, something about this whole situation is draining. So I have had my moments where this transitioning to online, it just puts me in such a terrible mood and it drains me, and some days I do not want to do my work. So there are days where I have to just turn my computer off, go outside, go for a walk, take a breath, ride the bike, embroider, solve a puzzle, and you know what? That's fine. You do that. Make sure you take care of your mental health before anything, because you will not achieve your goals in school if you do not have good mental health. It is very, very important. And teachers, I hope you guys are making sure that you are not overworking and making sure that you can super provide for your students before taking care of yourself and making sure that you have good mental health as well. We all need to stay sane through this entire situation. I'm wishing everyone the best of luck with staying safe and healthy, and I'm really hoping that no one is too stressed, and just please take care of yourself. All right, I am done talking so much. I hope that this video was very helpful to you, or at least somewhat helpful to you. Please let me know what your transition to online is like, whether you are a student, whether you are a teacher, a professor, any type of educator, or just, I don't know, a parent maybe? Yeah, how are parents handling this? Please leave that in the comments, and I will catch you guys next Tuesday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a notification. And if you like this video, please like and share. I love you guys. Bye!